11 years ago, during my first year as a priest, I had the Monday morning Mass at a local parish. And on this particular Monday, the readings of the day were the readings that we have for this day. The story of Susanna and the story of the woman caught in adultery. And I thought, it's obvious I have to preach today on gender justice. These women are being accused and being marginalized because of the fact that they're women. And I remember that Mass and being a little nervous about that message. And then as Mass went along, I realized the prayers of the faithful, there was no mention of women in there at all. Priests, deacons, bishops, forget about the women. So I found myself a little bit angry during that Mass. And I even changed the Eucharistic prayer to one that I thought more inclusive, to at least include some women in the prayers of the Mass somehow. And so I sort of, in my own internal liturgical calendar, designated this particular Monday as Gender Justice Monday. Because it's important that we as Catholics acknowledge the fact that for much of the history of the Church, and even till today, women have often been marginalized. And if we really think about it, at least in my case, a lot of the people who influenced who I am as a priest were not men, but women. From my mother, to the women I studied in my training for priesthood with, to the women I work with in my ministry, over and over, they affect who I am and how I see things. And so they ought not to be just sort of pushed aside. They ought to be honored. I think of great saints like Catherine of Siena, who was not afraid to tell the Pope, you need to step up and do your job. And that was centuries ago. So today, I just honor all the courageous women in our church and invite you all to speak up when you see them marginalized. And not only women, but those who we still marginalize in our church, especially in the society that we live in, where we are so privileged and sometimes forget about those whom we don't see.